lost, or they have a question, or they want to talk, quick thing like, hey, what should the design be like? Or, hey, how's the retargeting pixel go? Or if you're really, really new, if you're like selling 1,000 shirts a month, if you're not doing like $5,000, maybe $10,000 a month in the Shopify store, what we have to tell you is it's really, you're going to want to listen to it. And the best part is that we're going to not ask you for practically anything today at the end. You're going to really like go, wow, I can't even believe it. Okay, it's one of those, so like how to get the type of thing. So go ahead, Frank. I hope I talked long enough there for you to get what you had to get done.
Yeah, so I just want to share this this screenshot here from Forrester Inc. where they project in 2016 e-commerce sales are going to be increasing by over 60%. Okay, so if you think 2015 has been good, it's going to increase by 60% or more in 2016 based on ever since they started tracking in 2011. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger because the reality is more and more people are on their phones. I don't know if you guys ever drive around and you notice somebody made a joke one time. They're like, man, every time I'm at a light, it's like more and more people are praying at the light. Well, they're not praying at the light. There's just more and more people that are on their phones at the light. Have you seen that, John, lately, where you pull up somebody and they're looking down, or you're behind somebody and they won't take off when the light turns green, and it's because they're on the phone? It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy because just now more and more people are on their phones, and so that means more and more people are used to being on their phone. And what I found just through my own efforts online, running ads and running campaigns, is more and more people are buying online than they were 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because they're comfortable. I don't know if you realize this, but maybe your aunts, your uncles, or even your parents or grandparents have phones, and they're big phones now, and especially because the older folks, or maybe 70s or 80s, they want to be able to see more, so they're on these big phones too. Not like 10 years ago where they didn't want to have phones, but even now the elderly people are on phones, and people are more accustomed to shopping online through their phones, and that's just going to keep increasing more and more and more. And the potential we have to take advantage of this is huge, because it's not just Amazon making money, it's not just Walmart making money and Target and all these other stores. You can literally start selling today with an idea that you get from the TVs, from radio, from your little kids, from anyone can give you an idea. You can go get a design made for as little as $10 and have a way to sell it online via sites like T-Gear, Teespring, or even your own Shopify store. So that's what we're going to talk to you today about, and just let you know that it's there. The potential is huge, and it's only going to get even bigger in 2016, which a lot of people, people that we know, colleagues, friends of ours, they're ramping up and they're excited for 2016, just like John and I are, because it's just going to be huge, huge potential. People don't, they're impulsive on their phones. I don't know about you, but I've bought stuff before on my phone already for the last 2 years, and I find myself more impulsive on the phone compared to where I'm on a computer. And when you're on your computer at home, you tend to shop around more, look up for coupon codes. You're comparing websites. I know my wife does this a lot. She'll say, no, don't buy it yet. Let me go find a promo code. And sure enough, 9 times out of 10, she'll come back and save me 10, 20% because she found a promo code somewhere for that website. So the potential that's coming in 2016 is huge, tremendous. And this is especially exciting for if you're already doing e-commerce or you're selling stuff online, or even if you're just getting started. It's even more exciting because this is maybe some untapped territory that you haven't experienced yet, and all you need is a couple ideas to get started, and then just daily action to get into this game. So we're excited about this because not only is John and I doing things on our own and partnering together on stuff, but the potential is huge, and it's just going to keep growing.
So let me give you guys just a quick little bit of background and also tell you something about this. So, if some of you are lost, like, well, what's physical products, or, what's shirts selling online too, you're still in the right place right now, okay? Some of you, somebody here said, hey, we're together, and that's Ron, who I know from Atlanta, and I see lots of other people on here that may not already have a physical business. But think about it. I own physical stores in Atlanta. Some people know exactly what I mean. It was tough, man. You had to go deal with landlords. You have to go deal with government agencies. You have to set up the store. You have physical product on shelves. But you know what? The rewards were great too. And now, today, you can do this digitally. You can do it virtually, and then you're in charge. You decide how much you want to advertise. You decide how much people you want to tell about your store. You sell. You keep the profit. You keep the profit. And with these Shopify stores, you can have unlimited amount of products. Guess what? You don't have to pay for any of the products on the shelf. Unlike me in my stores, I'd have $3,000-$4,000 just in products on the shelf. So you can have those products on the shelf without having to pay for it. When someone buys it, boom, you're handed the profit. And with the T-shirt business, it's even simpler. You don't have to do anything. You don't do any of the shipping or anything like that. With Shopify, you have to, but there's ways to automate that. And what this really is if you're brand new, you can learn the business with what we have, for you here today. And if you're not brand, new, you have something already going, it's definitely for you, just a way to take it to the next level. So without that, I'm going to let Frank jump right in here.
Great. So just wanted to show you something, not to impress you, but like to say, to impress upon you that if I can do it, college dropout, just graduated high school, if John can do it, anyone can do it. So the potential is huge, and it's there for anyone. So I'm just going to take some screenshots that I got earlier today, and this is one of John's accounts, and this is his T-Gear account, and just showing you what the potential is. This is in just the last, 6 months, John, I think you told me. And this is, John owns T-Gear with a good friend of his and a partner of his, but he still creates designs and gets designs made and runs stuff just like he was an affiliate of T-Gear, because he just loves being in the game. And he sent me this one, and this is in the last few months, 312,000. And the good thing about selling on platforms like T-Gear or Teespring is, like John said, you don't have to worry about customer service. You don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about anything like that. You set up the campaigns. You run it to the fans who are interested in a certain thing, and you just track what you spent on advertising versus what you made in profit, and boom, you keep the difference. And so that's why, like myself, I'm in both worlds, right? So is John. I have a Shopify store. This is my second one. Now I've started a third one, and I also sell on platforms like T-Gear and Teespring still, because it's just one of those things where I just like, testing different marketplaces and testing different platforms. And believe it or not, I'm not going to lie, T-Gear does some things that Teespring doesn't, and Teespring does some stuff T-Gear doesn't. So I still like using both of them, and I still like selling on my Shopify, depending on the product, depending on the design, and depending on what I want to do with my campaigns. I'll determine where I put the product. So that's the beauty of these things, is because you don't have to have any knowledge of how to ship things, how to store stuff, inventory, like John was talking about. When you sell through T-Gear, Teespring, and those type of marketplaces, you don't have to worry about anything like that. You can just come up with the designs, create your fan pages, advertise to the right audience, and start making money. Now, John had one idea, and he ran with it and had, I don't know how many variations of this one idea, and that's where he got this $312,000 in sales with one idea.
Let me expand that a little bit, guys. So I have several accounts over at T-Gear. Like Frank said, I happen to own T-Gear, but this is not me owning it. This is me as a marketer, like you would be. This is the real profit you would get. So I open up an account if I'm going to run with the big idea for almost every idea. It keeps it organized. So this was one design that I then just made variations of. So I come up with one design. I then went, wow, okay, I can do about 50 variations of this design, and I'll see if they work. And of course they did, and it was about 80% of them worked. So that $312,468.79, that was my profit paid to me from T-Gear, the company paid to me before advertising. Now you're looking at advertising of about a third. So about $104,000 was spent on advertising, and about $208,000 over the course of about 5 months, 4 or 5 months, was pure profit. Okay, and that was all I did. And you guys see me on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, you already see my life. I went to these and I went to the Bahamas, and I sat out here by my pool, and I work about an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, and I put up some ads, check out how they were doing, and that's it. I didn't handle customer service. I didn't ship anything. I didn't take any phone calls. I didn't deal with chargebacks, credit card processing, nothing. Companies like this do all that for you because they're making a profit too. So just wanted you to know that. Like, don't let anyone overcomplicate this whole thing for you. And even if you are into the health industry, or if you're in another, you just have a regular job, man, you can do something on the side. Doesn't take a lot of time. And while these results, you got to be good. You got to know what you're doing. I'm not saying everyone's going to duplicate these results, but picking up like an extra $300 or $500 a week is like child's play. You can do this. You can do that, and if that changes your life, what an extra, $25,000 a year for maybe an hour a day's work will do for you. And when I say work, it's really, come on, it's not like digging a ditch. This is not like going somewhere and being yelled at by your boss. So these are real stuff, real results, and this is one account. And most importantly, like Frank said, this was one design idea. It was 50 designs, one basic idea with just one single change 50 times.
Exactly. So that's the cool thing about when you're selling online via platforms like this, is you can take one idea and then just do the variations, and then next thing you know, you have 50 possibilities of creating sales. And guess what? I mean, I did that one time with one idea, and it has like 70 different variations, and only like 30 of them made sales. The other 40 flopped. But guess what? Those 30 outweighed the testing that I spent on those 40. So, and it outweighed it like by 7, 8, 9 times. So, I mean, all it takes is one idea, and next thing you know, you're profiting, like John said, $500 a week or more. And to some people, some of you on here might be earning $500 daily or hourly. But there's a lot of people out there that are watching right now that maybe are just starting online that haven't brought in that extra income every month. And so would an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month or more help you? Well, we all know that. The average American family would stay out of debt if they were just to make that extra $500 to $1,000 a month. And so when you get started and you have fun and come up with these ideas, the potential is limitless. And these ideas, a lot of the stuff that I generated from my own efforts was things that I picked up on other websites. Not even, I mean, I didn't sit there and write down ideas on paper. I just found them on other websites and said, aha, let me try this other idea using this as my inspiration. And that's how it turned out. So let me go to the next slide. Go ahead.
Well, Frank's showing you another one of my accounts, and this happens at the competitor to you. That's fine. Again, like Frank said, I use both still too. And that took me, again, that was about 7 months, I think, around the same time. That was $637,000. Now, what I want to do is I want to tell you two things. One, and this is important for me. One, I want to tell you just a quick little story about Frank and I. And Frank and I met back in 2010 online. He was a brand newbie. Frank had been on it for a few years, and I approached Frank, and we became friends, and we shared lots of things. And we're very, very good friends. I consider him one of my closest friends. And we still do things like this together. And we still have our own businesses separately on the side as well. And Frank has been around for a long time. It's a great background story, and as do I. And I just want to let you know, when Frank and I do something together, we do it right. But I also want to let you know that, again, you might have taken a course. You might have even taken my course on T-shirt selling, or you might have taken one of Frank's courses on T-shirt selling or on Shopify, or you may have seen other people online selling shirts, or in a group that you're in selling shirts or selling physical products. You still haven't yet. And I'm telling you that the missing link, the missing piece for you is that you don't have ongoing mastermind, an ongoing meeting where you can meet weekly, you can meet bi-weekly, you can meet monthly, you can meet in a Facebook group and really mastermind and say, hey, what is the design? What am I missing with the design? Where do I get the designs from? What am I missing with my targeting? Where do I get my products from? Where am I missing on the products? And that's so important. I'm setting you up. I am setting you up right now for what's coming later as far as designs, as far as targeting, as far as what products set up and how do I set my store. Because I know I even see some students of mine here that have struggled. And the thing is, when you get a course like it can't come with unlimited support. It can't come with, hey, I'm going to meet forever and ever and ever, because it's financially impossible for me or any other product owner to do that. So you can go get all the products in the world you want. And if you don't have an ongoing, someone sitting there all the time holding your hand basically and saying, hey, I wouldn't do that, I would do this. And the reason I say I wouldn't do that and I would do this is I spent all this money. I've done all these, I ran all these ads. I've seen this before, man. You want to do this. One little trick Frank gave me just a few months ago made it like, wow, okay, perfect sense. If I wasn't talking to Frank and masterminding almost daily with him, I would have known it. And it was just a simple mark on the Facebook ads that said, although I want to show this on mobile devices, I only want to show it to people who are on Wi-Fi. Now, that little simple trick helped increase sales, because if otherwise my ad would be showing to people that weren't on Wi-Fi, their connection was slow, that my ad didn't even fully develop on their phone yet, and I was being charged for it from Facebook. So now, that one little trick, they might have saved me 3 or 4% a year. Who knows what it might have saved me in fees. So it's important to surround yourself with like-minded people, and that's what is very, very important.
Exactly, and like John was saying, it's just, you just never know what one little detail you overlook. Like I've heard Les Brown say, you can't see the picture when you're in the frame. So when you are associating with other like-minded individuals that are headed towards a common goal, and our common goal, mine as well as John, as well as probably everyone here, is to have a better life, right? We all want a better life, more success for our family, for everyone we love, and everybody wants that. So if you're working with a group of people and you're in this environment where everybody's just sharing the knowledge, sharing the tips and tricks, and critiquing and helping everyone move forward, it just can propel you forward, versus if you're just trying to figure it out all alone. And that's something I want to share with you. When I first got started, all I did was like download ebooks back in 2006, late 2006 and early 2007. I didn't talk to anyone. I didn't go ask for help. I was just I would download MP3s and I would download ebooks, and I would listen to them on the train going back and forth to work in Chicago, and I would not mastermind with nobody. And I think that was my biggest mistake for the first few years, is I never masterminded with anyone. Sure, I started making money online, but I just never got feedback from those that were more successful or those that were in the same situation as I was. So I was just by myself. Like if I would talk to my wife back then about it, or my relatives, they'd look at me like with this blank stare, because they didn't know what I was talking about. They didn't know what a website was or a PayPal button. So when you're talking with people in the business, in the trenches, it can only propel you forward, because they might see something that you don't, right? And that could be the difference of 1,000 a week versus 10,000 a week, because they said, hey, how about you do this instead? And you're like, hey, I never thought about that. And then boom, next thing you know, things start changing because someone saw it from a different angle, and now you see it different because they made you aware of the way that campaign might be, and you had no idea. And so here's another one. This is from mine, Teespring account, and this is mine from last year, 293,000. Of course, not as big as John's, but hey, guess what? I have been on different platforms that I've tried to represent, and T-Chip and all these other ones. And earlier this year, I started getting set up with Shopify, and that's when I've been what I've been doing. And now I'm on my third Shopify store, just because the first one I made good money, and then I made some mistakes, and we'll talk about that later. Because guess what? Not only are you supposed to be around people for them to give you good tips and whatever, but they're also there to tell you and share with you, hey, guess what I did? I did this and this, and it worked, and then I did this, and it didn't. So make sure you're not doing the same thing. So I made some big mistakes in my first Shopify store where I made money, but then next thing you know, it just went so fast, and I didn't have the help to where I got behind on orders, and I was about to go out of town. And so I literally just stopped taking orders so I could get caught up, because there was so many coming in, and my VA wasn't as reliable as I thought. Next thing you know, I was overwhelmed to where I just turned off my ads, and we went to Chicago, went on vacation, because I just did it the wrong way. And that was my first store in the beginning of the year, when I didn't take any Shopify courses. Again, I just dove right into it. I saw other people were doing it, and I figured it out within like a day. And next thing you know, within a few hours that same night when I set it up, I started making sales, and it just came that fast, believe it or not. And it's just like, wow, is if you can just have one idea and get inspired, your inspiration can take you from not having nothing to where the next day you're making sales. That's how quickly this business can change for you, especially if you're new. All it takes is one little idea, and boom, you can be taking in commissions, making sales to your PayPal and to your bank account or to your account on Tiki or Teespring literally overnight. This is my most recent online store. I just ran a report right now, 17,000 in gross sales, and in the last, I think it was like 35 days since the beginning of November or something like that. And so, I mean, it's not huge, but it's better than most people could say when they first start out. This is on my second store, and I just started setting up a new one for a new project yesterday, which that should be up and running probably before the weekend is up. So I'm here to tell you, listen, if I can do this, I just graduated high school. I didn't finish college. I went to college for like a year. I was a warehouse guy. If I can do this, I know you can do this. And John probably shared with you a little bit of his background in a little bit. I just know that it's possible, and all you need is the drive and the motivation, the reason why, right? If it's just for the money, it's kind of hard. You got to find a reason why you're doing this more than just the money. We all want money, right? Because we have a family. But if you're doing this to help your family, to help your loved ones, to maybe take that vacation you've never taken before with your family, then that's going to help you move forward and keep you in the trenches when you've set up 3 campaigns and you've spent $30 and you haven't made any sales yet. That's going to keep you in the game when you've set up 7 campaigns, overnight, and the next morning you've checked and you have great clicks, great engagement. And if you don't know what that means, that's okay. But you've seen all these people saying, "Oh, I love it," and no one's bought yet. That's going to keep you in the game when you know the reason why. So I think, John, did you enable a poll here?
Yeah, well, I didn't know it was going to take over the screen, but it's good to know. So if you guys could just answer that poll real quick, everybody. There's a poll. It's a yes or no question. Just go ahead and grab that real quick so we can get some stats over here. We got about 30% of you have voted so far.
Okay, cool.
So we'd like to get 100% of you. We'd like to get 100% of you, please. If you could just take 2 seconds and click yes or no. You selling shirts online, or do you have a Shopify store?
Okay,
but
great.
We can keep on going. Frank, 50% now. So if you guys, the rest of you that are out there listening, wake up, come back to the computer, pay attention, grab a quick vote for us, please. 50%, 55%. We're rocking and rolling. When we get to 65%, we'll close it up. But
okay,
please, 55%.
And let's see, what does the poll say? Because I can't see it from here. Are you currently selling?
Yeah, underneath it.
All right, what's the percentage right now?
It's on your screen, and then underneath on our dashboard, you can see the answers already.
Oh, okay.
So it's 60% have voted and 100% have said no.
Okay, and that's okay, because guess what? Less than a year ago, I wasn't even on Shopify either, right? Less than 2 years ago, I wasn't even selling on Teespring and stuff like that. So I think like 2 years, 2 years and a month too.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. Me and Frank found, shirt selling about the same time, and we decided we were going to partner up. Okay, just to let you know, we were going to partner up with shirts. You know how many shirts Frank and I launched? And we launched 25 shirts. You know how many shirts we sold? None.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yes.
I think on the 26th one, we sold like 5 or 6 shirts.
Right.
We were so excited.
Yeah, it was like, was it Dolphins on the Texas outline or something like that. We were doing like the state outline with the team name or something inside the state. And we were totally green, totally new.
Yeah.
Totally new. So
totally new. And then we kind of went our own way a little bit, and boom, we just, we figured it out. We simultaneously figured it out and went from there. So let me close the poll up.
Okay.
And you can go back to your screen there. Cool.
Okay, great. So yeah, it's just one of those things. It's funny because John mentioned that, and it was just like we didn't know what we were doing, but we're trying anyway, right? Because we knew, hey, I've had success online selling traffic, selling solo ads, and I've had successful little ad sites, and John had a brick and mortar businesses offline. So we're like, let's try it anyway, right? And we tried, and it just flopped a lot over and over again. But guess what? We didn't give up, and now look, John. He had such success with what he was doing that he created T-gear. Now, I mean, how many people can say, hey, I've sold so many shirts that I started my own platform, my own e-commerce platform. How many people can say that? Not many people can say that. So he took his profits from, one successful campaign. I think one of them you ran that you made like over, how much, 80 grand from one shirt campaign?
Oh yeah, that was one of my best ones. I think was my best.
And one campaign, which I think that was the starting point where you decided, you know what, I'm gonna create my own website, my own crowdfunding site. And I think it started off from the success you had from that one platform. So, I mean, you never know. Some of you on this call today, a year from now, could have your own version of T-gear if you just get in the game. You just have no idea unless you start, right? And that's the beauty of this, is because you can get started with T-gear or Teespring, and you don't have to work with Shopify. You don't have to go buy a domain. You don't have to set up a store. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can get started with T-gear, let them handle everything, just get some designs up there, and start making sales. Now, I'm going to be honest, it's probably not going to happen in your first 10 campaigns. But guess what? Maybe your first 20 or 30 it will. When I first got started, I spent like, I don't know, $3,000 in the first 30 days trying the T-shirt stuff. But I was doing it totally wrong. I spent like over, 80, 60, $60, $70, $80 on every test, which I had no idea I was doing it wrong back then. Because guess what? I didn't ask nobody. I just got in it, right? And this was before me and John attempted to do things together with some of those first campaigns with the sports. So I tried it before I talked to John about it, like the month before, and blew even more on my own, and I didn't ask nobody. So I didn't have anybody to bounce ideas off of. And so now I know, guess what? I should have been masterminding with other people that were trying it. And so when me and John got together and started masterminding on, hey, let's do this together. And then after that, we stopped doing it together, but then we relayed information. I said, hey, how's it going for you? How's it going for you? Oh, well, look, take a look at this campaign. And he'd share his campaign with me. I'd share mine with mine with him. And next thing you know, we were masterminding on what we were doing. And next thing you know, guess what? It was like weird because we both started having success with our campaigns. And it was because we were sharing information because we had a common goal. And at the time, the common goal was just to make campaigns tip and actually start selling. So that's just the power of having a mastermind. And that's what we're here to talk to you today about. John will go into it a little bit more in a second. But all you need is just some motivation, some inspiration, and you don't have to have any experience with designs. I'm not a designer. John's not a designer. I've never sat down with Photoshop and created anything. So you don't have to be a designer. So if maybe some of you might be worried, oh, I'm not a designer, it doesn't matter. I've never taken a Photoshop class. I've never opened up Photoshop and designed anything. Most of my designs have been outsourced. And to be honest, the first few designs I created were from Teespring using their designer, meaning I just put some words on a T-shirt, I centered it, I put an image, and I put it up for sale. And I targeted the right people, and it made sales. And if I look back, and I'll show you right now in a second, we'll go back, I'll show you some that I made just to show you that some of these are just ugly, and they still made money. Go ahead, John.
I had some, let me tell you something, I had a couple that were just words. I used a designer in T-gear or Teespring at the time, and I'm going to say it, ready? It said, all I care about is firefighting and like maybe 3 people. And I sold like 100. And then I just changed the word firefighting. So all I care about is golfing and like maybe 3 people. And I sold 50 or 100. And I changed golfing to acting. All I care about is acting and like maybe 3 people. All I care about is being healthy and like maybe 3 people. And it just sold. It was just text. So if you already know how to launch shirts, if you're one of those people that know how to launch shirts, and you haven't launched them yet, that's ridiculous. Number one, you got to get out there. You've got to take action, man. There's no it's learning. Okay, learn. We'll take action on it. You got to take action, even if you don't know 100% about what you're doing. You got to get. Someone just recently is pounding this in me. You've got to start being comfortable, being uncomfortable. It's the only way to make it. I start being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Someone just recently pounded that in my head. So, you know, it was just all words. Made money on it. You got to launch. You got to launch. But Frank and I are going to start showing you here how, you know, you can actually get, I don't know how many designs included in what we're offering here, like 30 or something like that, 30 or 50 designs every single month given to you, already designed by a professional designer with an ad included in what we're going to offer you here. Let's start telling what we're going to give them here, Frank. Or?
Yeah, I'm just going to show you some of my past designs, just so you can see, just so you know that, you know, we're being real and upfront. Look at this one. This is something I found a saying on Pinterest, and I turned it into a shirt. And this is one of my most successful campaigns. I think of 2015. I think in the beginning of 2015, like in January or something. This sold 587. John sold way more than that in one single campaign. But this is a real simple phrase that I took from Pinterest. And guess what? All of this was created using the Teespring designer. I didn't pay anyone. I used their designer and I used their image, and I came up with that design. And look, it's sold 587 since it started. Now, right now, it hasn't sold that many, but this is lifetime. Here's another one that I put together, and this one I got from my designer, and it took him literally 20 minutes. He came back, gave it to me. And I put it on my fan page, which for EMS people has like 20-something thousand people, and sold like 15 in a day just by sharing it on my fan page. And I mean, I didn't blow it out of the water, but it was something I put on my fan page, and it sold like 15. And now I'm making sales still, and I'm not advertising it. Teespring has been retargeting people and showing this to other people that have bought similar stuff related to Teespring. So this was a design that I paid someone, I think it was like less than $10 for, and it sold 43. Nothing great. Look, the same design here, Police Mom, I did it for another job, EMT, but instead for the dad instead, and then I changed the image in the middle. And this is going to show you that you don't have to be a designer to sell stuff. Now, this one at the time sold 97. Okay, so I mean, it's just simple stuff like this. You just never know what is going to make money, right? And you just never know what's going to sell and what isn't. I mean, I've had stuff sell that was silly, and it still sold, right? One more, and then we'll get into the designs. I'm going to show you this one, which is what I helped a lot of people with in the beginning, I think 2014, which when I was first starting. I sold this shirt that I was targeting people by their last name. Of course, you can't do that no more. But this was simple text, nothing elaborate, no images or nothing. It sold 45 when I first did it. And I was just targeting people by their last name, and had to do with people that were fans of the movie Salinas. I don't need to go into that right now, but it's just to let you know this is not pretty. It's just basic. It looks like a marker. So the design, if it relates to the audience, it can make you money. So now, real quick, I'm going to show you other examples that are not mine. These are, you know, old campaigns from Teespring. But let me show you past stuff.
Let me show something.
Go ahead.
Let me show something on my screen real quick, Frank, while you look up what you want to look up. Let me share my screen real fast.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do that here?
Make yourself the presenter.
Under what?
Should be at the top right. Change presenter. Here it goes. I'm going to make you presenter right now.
Yeah, okay. So, guys, I want you to see. You see my screen?
Yes.
Screen up?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm showing this design for the first time. I don't even show this when I sell my course. So I'm going to show you guys. So you see this design? So there's this boy. He kind of stole my heart, shipping a baseball. Calls me mommy. Okay, look at this. 451 shirts sold. But guess what? That's because of the way it relaunched back in the day. Here's the original time I sold it. The original time I sold it. Ready? 3,139 units I sold of this one shirt. And showing you here, I just pulled it up. I sold 3,075. I sold 1,600. I sold 401. Okay? Here's the profit I made on the shirt. 52,000. 27,000 on the shirt. 7,000. And then what I started doing, if you look here, I started doing it on the front and the back. I started doing a soccer ball. I started doing it with a football. And I sold 78, 56, 54, 84. Look, boom, 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 boom. Okay? And so I'm telling you, this can be done. And I wanted to show you this other one I'm going to pull up here. It pops up this way. And it's not, but anyway, the types of shirts that I've sold, and I'm just showing you, most of them here. Let me just see how I change that to that. Great. These are, designs that I've sold, and if you look at these designs, here you go. This one, how do you open that now? I don't see. Oh, there we go. Boom. I put that little firefighter from Teespring, but look at the wording. That's not a big, great. There's 160 of them. Okay, 160 units with a profit margin of, I don't know, $12 to $14 each. So what's that, like $3-4 grand on that one shirt? So
yeah,
just wanted to show you that, and frankly, make yourself prepared again.
Okay,
I can show designs if you want, but
I'm gonna show them one more, just someone else.
Show designs.
Yeah, well, let me show them one more, and then I'll pass it back to you. So real quick, guys, right here, I just found this one on Teespring. It sold 400. This is not mine, but I just found it right now, just to show you how simple a design can be if it resonates with your audience. John showed you an example, so I found another one related to the same audience. Simple text, and that hat.
That's mine.
That's yours? Simple text. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I didn't know that was yours. So simple text, and guess where that hat came from the Teespring designer. So it doesn't take a lot to make sales. All you have to do is hit the right audience with the right message. If it puts a smile on their face, it makes them say, oh, wow, or it makes them laugh, or if it talks about something they'd be proud of, it's going to sell. If someone says, oh, my God, I want that, oh, my God, I love that, the chances are you can make the sale. And all it takes is a little bit of...
That's variation.
That's a variation?
Yeah, variation of mine, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So it doesn't take like this extravagant, blow me away type designs. Those do sell, but sometimes the most simplest ones are the ones that can sell hundreds and hundreds, even thousands at a time. And guess what? All it takes is persistence and constant activity to start getting results like this. And it doesn't take much. All it takes is persistence to do this every day, every week. If you don't give up, you can start seeing results.
And knowing your targeting, which is one of the most important things, knowing your targeting, guys. Mm-hmm. And, you got to be able to ask people, here's my design, what would you target? And that's the key. And then, if you know the targeting, somebody tells you the targeting that you should hit, then you have the chance to make some money.
Exactly.
So let's tell them, Frank, about what we have cooking here. Let's tell them what we have cooking.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this video, and we're just gonna show you. This is what we're gonna sell, which we are gonna sell. But right now, since you're here, it's before Christmas. We're gonna offer you something pretty cool that I'm excited about, because you don't have to worry about getting started with what we have on this page right away, but you still can get in the game, because we're gonna have our first webinar in January. So this is our page, TPP Mastermind.
Yeah, we're going to paste that link in the chat, so you guys will see this link. Do not buy this.
Right.
From that link. Don't buy it, because look, it's a super low, stupid price as it is right now.
Right.
Okay, it's a stupid low price.
Pause the video if it starts playing. But you're going to
get it today for it's a stupid low price, that page. But that page will also show you all the things that are included, which we want you to see in front. Frank's going to show it to you. But do not buy it there, because you're going to get, like right now, you're going to get it for 99% off of what it already is. So, we're holding a mastermind, because it's an exclusive time, and twice a month, we're going to get on a Q&A webinar like this, but we're talking, and we're not going to leave until everyone's questions are answered. And it's like a course like I have and Frank has, where, after a while, you can't go into the course and keep answering people's questions. You sold the product tells you, how to launch search or open a Shopify store. And then is going to focus on selling shirts and physical products through Shopify. But twice a month, so what's that, about 25 times a year, we're going to get on and do a Q&A. We're going to show you what's working for us, what's not working, and then answer questions. Questions could be, hey, how do you do a retargeting audience? Hey, how do you get the product up on Shopify? Hey, how do you find a VA? How do you find a design? What targeting would you use for this shirt? What, anything you could possibly think of, we're going to sit there and answer. And Frank's going to scroll down and show you on this page. There's huge testimonial. It's going to go in detail about who we are. It's going to show you, look, we get 24 live Q&A webinars, and we're going to set up a special Facebook mastermind group. You can help each other and ask each other questions. And really key here is the for you designs, okay? That is, we're going to upload every month 50 new shirt designs that you can either use as inspiration or you can just slap on a shirt and start to sell. That's huge. We're also going to give you access to our expert designers, people that have designed hundreds of shirts for us at a huge discount. Some people pay $12, $15, $20, $30 for a design. You can't be profitable that way. You're going to have access to our designers. You tell them what you want, give them a basic idea, and you can get the $750. You pay them directly, $750 design, and you're going to get the designs. That's in addition to the $50 you're going to be given, so you may not need that at all.
Right.
And then there's group discounts. We're going to have group discounts to other things that we buy, other products we buy. Launches come up, we negotiate discounts for you. Right? You were going to say something?
Yeah, no, I was going to say about the designs, the 50 you're getting, I just want you to realize something. Most people never use what they're given with membership. So if you're the 3% that use those designs, I guarantee you and maybe another 2% are going to access them, because the most part, we just forget, right? I'm a part of some masterminds that I've joined, and they've give us access to some certain software. I just haven't used it yet, right? So if you actually step up and use those designs, if you're the first, every month to look at the designs and download them and set them up on shirts, you're going to be ahead of the game, because for the most part, we know most people, it's just a numbers thing, right? Where 2 to 3% are the ones that stand out. If you're the 2 to 3% that use those designs, I guarantee you're probably going to be the only one that's going to sell, because you're the one using them. For the most part, most people don't take advantage. So if you're that 1 out of 10 people that take advantage, that's huge, because we're giving you 50 of them every single month. And then if you want more, $750 per design. You can't beat that anywhere else, because nowadays, like John said, it's hard for you, especially if you're new, to start dropping $20, $25 every single design and still go drop another $20 to test it. And that, that'll beat you up if you're still trying to learn and you're new, and you can get them for as little as $750 through us, and we're not making any profit on that. And the 50 that we're giving you, like I said, if you access those and use them right away, I guarantee you'll be ahead of anyone else in the group, because it's just the honest truth. Most people won't do it. So if you're listening to this, if you actually use them, you're going to be ahead of the game.
Knowing that no one person is going to use all 50 anyway. No. It's not in your niche. You don't have a fan page for it. There's plenty to go around. Frank, if you share my screen, let me show them some of the typical designs, or some of what designs are going to look like when you get them.
Okay, cool.
And then we can go back to that page and finish that. So let me know when you can see my screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Everyone can see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so look, guys, here's just 16 designs, how they're going to come to you. These are 16 of the 50 for the first month, okay? So let's just go ahead and look at one. And so let's look at this one, what comes in it. So These Nuts for President, 2016. And it comes with not only the design, this uploads perfectly on a shirt, but it's going to come with this ad for you to start advertising on Facebook right away. No reason to design an ad, no need for a designer. You're going to get this, boom, just like that. And this right here is a transparent PNG, so you just upload this at Teespring. It goes on a shirt. You're done. Let's look at another one over here. So it says sailor. Let's see. Let's open up. Yeah, look. Beyond every strong sailor, there's an even stronger family, okay, who stands by them, supports them, and loves them with all their heart. I mean, this is targeting people and their families that are in the Navy. We're going to give you the targeting. When you ask for the targeting, you say, hey, what should the targeting be on this, John? What should the targeting be on this, Frank? We're going to give you the ad, give you the design, and give you the targeting. Now, guys, that was just 2 every single month. So the gun niche is pretty big. So
there you go.
Okay, so here, look, don't kill people. Grandpas with pretty granddaughters do. Add to cart. You give them the ad. I'm going to give you the beautiful design, and like that. So 15, you said. Oh, it's 15.
It looked kind of cool.
So 15. We have a firefighter. Beautiful design.
Yeah. You
don't pay for it. 50 of them, guys. If you paid $10 a design,
that's $500.
That's $500. You're going to get them included in this.
That's 600
every month.
Designs. 600 designs. What's 600 times $10? If they just found somebody $10 design, that's $6,000 in design. 6,000.
Okay, so it's
huge.
It's a no-brainer. Let's just go with one more here. It looks clear. It's all white, the design, and I married my hero, proud veteran wife. This shirt's going to pop and sell. This shirt's going to, the targeting is easy once you know what you're doing. This shirt, you've uploaded it, you started running ads, and for every $10 you spent, you're probably going to make back $30. And
right.
Where you can get you 3 times your money. And we haven't even begun talking about Shopify yet, and our Shopify app, and setting up a store. I see some ugly sweaters here for next Christmas and this Christmas. You know, trust me, I'm a mechanic. Ugly Christmas sweater. And this is just one bunch of the designs with the ad, which is incredible. I mean, we're getting the ad at the same time separates it. Look at this. Beautiful veteran shirt. So, again, this is just 16. We just grabbed one random file and said, hey, let's look at this one. Here's a camping one. So all kind of niches, beautiful designs, and as importantly, beautiful ads ready to go. Okay, we already showed that one, the mechanic one. I'm just going to show you one more, my lucky number 5. I don't even know what it is. Again, it's a Christmas sweater, but Merry Christmas. All right, so lots of niches, lots of, give me one more number, Frank. No peeking.
Okay, 13.
13, lucky 13. So let's see what we got here. Boom, some people never get to meet their favorite drummer. I married mine. Okay, married people, we can nail that interest down for you and show you how to target people who have husbands or wives that are into drumming, and are they going to buy that shirt? Come on, it's a no-brainer. So let's go back to that page, Frank.
Okay, and so like John was showing those designs, I got inspired by some of the ones he just showed us because I'm like, wow, I don't have to use that design, but I never thought about that targeting, right? And so not only are these designs ready for you to use, but I would, even if you don't plan to use them, I would look at every single one of them because you can get aha moments just by looking at them, saying, wow, I never thought about targeting married people that, have a husband who's a drummer. Never thought about that, So the designs are there for inspiration as well. And the phrase, you might look at the phrase and use that phrase, but change it, instead of a mechanic, change it for a surgeon or a doctor or a dentist, right? You just never know. And by us giving you these designs, you not only are going to be able to use them, but you can use them for inspiration that you can propel it even further. And you don't even have to use the designs if you don't want to, but use them for inspiration and get new variations made of the stuff that you're already getting done. So like John was talking about the group discounts, we're also going to give you some swipe templates on follow-up emails that you can send out to people who buy products from Shopify. We didn't show you much stuff on Shopify right now, but I've been doing it, like I said, since the beginning of the year. Made some big mistakes on my first store. Still made money, still made a profit. But I'm going to show and share with you a lot of the stuff that I did in the beginning, talk to you about stuff I made. And
think about it, with Shopify, you guys can sell jewelry and phone cases and scarves and lingerie and anything else you could think of related to your niche or not related to your niche, you can sell on Shopify. And we're going to show you where to get the products, how to make the profit on the products, how to give the products away just with shipping, and make like $7, $8, $10 every transaction, and have hundreds of transactions a week. That's what we do for a living. This is our job.
Exactly.
And then, really important too is the access to the Shopify apps. There's apps at Shopify, apps like your apps for your phone, and make things easy. And we develop apps. We're going to give you access to that. But my favorite one, I just see the bottom of it right now, if you can scroll down a little bit, is Frank and I are doing at least one live event a year. And it's a real coaching event where live in person, and people will pay a couple of $100 or more to be there, just to attend, because there'll be other people presenting as well. You're going to get that free. You're going to get a ticket, you and your spouse, come to the live event, and boom, attend it. Anything else on the bottom of that screen I'm missing?
No, I think that's it right there. But I mean, I'm excited about the app things, because I'm gonna, I was telling John about this. We're gonna get your feedback, and for those of you who start Shopify stores who have one, we're gonna take your ideas and use it to develop the app, especially for our mastermind first, and then we'll put it out to the marketplace. But that's going to be included, so you won't actually have to pay a monthly fee for any app that we develop. You'll get it as part of the mastermind. And so that's the beauty, is once you have stores set up, or if you already have one, you can say, hey, I've seen this on other people's stores. I'd like to have something similar. Next thing you know, we go get it programmed and coded, and boom, it's for your store, ready to go, right? And so it's just one of those things where it's just the beauty of being part of a group of, everyone moving towards a common goal. You're able to bounce the ideas off of us and ask questions and, bounce things off the group. And we're just there to help everyone move forward, not only John and myself, but everyone, so that, guess what, at the end of next year, end of 2016, we can have hundreds of testimonials of people who's had their life changed, and it started from them making the decision of joining this mastermind. Now, just so you know, the mastermind is $99 a month, or it's $891 paid once, and you save like 3 months, right? I think it was 99 times 9 months. Yeah, so you pay.
Guys, I wish Frank almost didn't show you guys that. Because I wanted to ask you, what's it worth to get $500 worth of designs a month? $500. What's it worth to meet with us twice a month? Q&A. I mean, I get $500 to $1,000 an hour on a coaching call. What's it worth to meet with us twice a month? What's it worth to mastermind with people in a Facebook group? And now he shows it to you, $99 a month. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a break. That's 7 designs. You're getting 50 designs. You're getting the apps. You're getting the live event. You're going to be able to get the live event with Frank and I. You're going to be able to get us twice a month. And guess what? You can get it all for a year for $891, which is like 2 months off.
3 months off.
It's better than that here on our Christmas special. It gets even better than that. And I'm really excited, as you can tell, because guess what? If you took my course or you took Frank's course, we can't be there every 2 weeks to answer questions on a Q&A call. It's impossible when you sell a $500 or $1,000 course. You got to have some ongoing income to have ongoing questions answered. I got to feed my family like you got to feed yours. But guess what? It gets even better, right, Frank? It gets even better than the $99.
Right. Today, since we know it's Christmas time, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, since it's Christmas time and all that, we just thought, you know what, we're going to wait and do this in January, but we're like, why not? Let's just do this now, impromptu webinar. You can get started now and just get started for $1 and get access.
$1?
$1 and have access to the first 2 webinars before you even pay anything more than $1. And you decide after those 2 webinars.
Guys, for $1.
That's it. $1.
$1. You get the first 2 webinars. You get access to the group. All that stuff. There's not, the training is the actual calls. You get for $1. Now you go in and you say, this is awful. I'm not getting any extra. You're done. You got out. Boom. If you want to continue, then it's $99 a month, or you can go ahead and pay the $891 and have it for the year. Attend the live event, get the apps, all that other stuff. The designs alone are worth. I mean, look, I'm not selling you any more than $1. Frank had to talk me into that for Christmas. It's just the $99 is honestly low enough, and I have something even better than that. I feel like Ron Popeil here, and yet there's more. This is actually set up as an affiliate program on JVZoo and soon to be on ClickBank. So those of you that are out there that are affiliates or that have websites or have mailing lists or anything like that, after you become a member, we can get you a JV link where you get 50% money each month on every single person you bring to the mastermind. So say you brought 10 people, you'd get $500 a month. You get half the money. So if you just brought 2 people after the first month, you'd never have to pay for it again. So it's $1, then it's 99, and on top of that, you're getting an affiliate link. You can put it on your Facebook page. You can put it on a tweet. You can put it on the bottom of your email signature. You can tell 2 friends, and you get 50% of the money ongoing forever. So it's a killer deal. I mean, tight as tight could be. The proudest one I am of what we've done yet.
Exactly. It's just, it's a no-brainer. The first webinar I think we're going to do on January the 5th. Okay, January the 5th, and then the one after that will be on the 19th, I believe. If that changes, we'll let you know. But that's what we're planning for, is the 5th and then the 19th, which is on a Tuesday. Okay, and that's it. You get the first 2 for $1. If for whatever reason after the second one you don't want to hang around, hey, guess what? You don't have to do nothing but cancel the transaction inside of PayPal, and you're done. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to owe us an explanation, nothing like that. So it's $1, and I think I have it here. Let me see.
Don't buy the current link. Don't go to TTP Mastermind. That's $99. You guys are seeing that we're going to give you a link right now to get it for $1. Race there, get it done, lock it up. We can pull this at any time, even an hour from now. And again, even the $1 trial is, it's ridiculous. The 99 is ridiculous. If you miss the $1 trial, don't cry too much. 99 is ridiculous, low price.
Right. So
I put a trial. You're going to get access to the Facebook group. You're going to get access to the Facebook group, and you're going to get notified, when the webinars are, and then they'll be every 2 weeks after the January 1. You're going to come in, ask questions. You're going to watch us set up a brand new Shopify store, so you can learn how to do that. You're going to watch us launch some shirts. We're going to then say, hey, here's the designs. Go launch them. You want what targeting is? Ask. Boom. And all that's going to be recorded and put up in the members area. So if you can't attend the live webinars, you can always go back to the new membership area and say, let me watch yesterday's webinar. I was away. I was doing whatever. See what I can pick up, what I can learn.
Exactly. So I put it on this JV with Frank just because it was easier to remember. I didn't have JV with John and Frank available, but this was an old domain, so I said, hey, let me do this. Because like I said, we had it set up, and it is set up for $99 a month, but we're doing this since it's end of the year to help, to be good and to make it an extremely, something that no one can pass up. Who doesn't have $1? It's jvwithfrank.com. You click on that, you type that in, it'll take you to the PayPal trial for $1. Okay, you get 2 webinars.
Put that in the chat too. Yeah,
you get 2 webinars before you even have to pay anything else. Okay, jvwithfrank.com.
Now, guys, in the question box, if you guys type in a question, can you let us know? Did we do a good job on that? Is that like a stupid, incredible offer or what? Huh? Seriously.
Yeah, it's
any other questions you can ask us, but I'm expecting to see some hell yeah.
No-brainer.
No-brainer. Thank you. How are you? No-brainer, right? I mean, it's just like stupid, no-brainer. Come to a couple of webinars, learn some stuff, and cancel if you want. And where somebody else, where can you learn more about this? For $1, you're going to learn like thousands of dollars worth of information, and just go ahead and get the $1 trial. And the webinars at times accessible for the UK. I mean, they're going to be U.S. based around this time, but again, they're going to be recorded. And listen, I spend $2.60 a day at Starbucks. Okay, this is nothing. And really, if you do that math, that's like about $99 a month, and this is only $1. So again, it really. Jump on John advertise on Facebook or Google. I don't know what you're asking there, Caroline, but I don't advertise on Google for shirts or for products. If you know how to advertise on Google, that's just another skill set. You can certainly advertise where you need to. But guys, if you're still with us, let me know. Just type in yes if you think this is a great offer, please. Yes, we want to get some feedback. Just type yes in that little question box, and we'll know what you think.
No
Yes,
doubt. Thank you, Ron.
yes.
Appreciate it. And yeah, it's just one of those things where the first one starts the beginning of January. Okay, we'll be adding some stuff in the members area before then. But just know we'll start the first Q&A and everything like that in January after the New Year and after Christmas. But you want to get in now so you can just pay the $1. And like I said, you'll have access to the first 2 webinars before the 30 days even renews. So you can decide then whether you want to hang around or not. And like I said, it's a no-brainer. We spend more than $1 going to the dollar store, right? I mean, it's just a no-brainer, right? So you just click that link.
Yeah, and somebody asked where do I pay?
Yeah, if you just click on JV with Frank, let me just click it myself right now, and let's see if it works. You click on jvwithfrank.com, and it redirects you right here to the monthly, okay? And then it says $1 for the first month, then $99 for each 30 days, okay? So that's it.
Now, what that means is you're going to be charged only the $1, and then after 30 days, you decide, I don't want to do it anymore. You just simply stop this. You can cancel this. We'll even show you how. We're not looking to get anything sneaky on you.
Yeah.
You never be charged again. You like to stick it out and stay, and you like what you're doing, boom.
And that's it. It's one of those things where we're passing this on to you. You're going to be able to take advantage. And
Bruno says it didn't go through to the sign-up page, though.
Okay, you can click on that link in the chat. I went ahead and put the direct link to the PayPal. And don't worry if you don't have much experience. This is perfect for people that are new because we're actually going to host a webinar where we go over the basics of how to get a shirt set up. We're also going to have the basics of how to get a Shopify. We're going to do Shopify setup in less than half an hour. I mean, that's how. I mean, you don't need much.
Check Bruno's question.
Okay, no problem.
Check.
Uh-huh. Okay, no problem. We'll take a look at it.
Go to sign up page or anything.
All right, great. I'll check that, and then I'll get your email right here. Copy email address. I got your email address, Bruno, and we'll get you squared away after this. So if it takes you to a page and you don't sign up, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Get this $1 trial going right now. We're going to get you into the Facebook. But if between now and January 5th you're aggressive and you're already launching shirts or you want to open a Shopify or whatever, and we can get to some questions, we certainly will. I'm telling you, I posted this in my other course group, and if you guys are in that course and you're not selling shirts yet, it's because you don't have the design, you don't have the targeting. I told you about this coming a long time. This was going to be like $175 a month. It's only $99 for the first month at $1. Be smart. Grab it. Let's get going. We'll get you an affiliate link. Like, I know Bruno's not going to ever drop out, okay? And the reason Bruno's not going to drop out is 2 reasons. One, he's going to get enough knowledge from it where he's going to learn it to use it for this business or for another business that he's got cooking. And the other thing is Bruno's, Bruno's a go after it kind of guy. And he's going to get an affiliate link, and he's going to have 2 or 3 people sign up, and it's going to cost him nothing ever again. And if you guys knew Bruno, like I knew Bruno, he has more to overcome to get this done than any of you, and that's what makes me proud to be his friend. So I just wanted to throw that out there at you, Bruno. The rest of it, no one needs to know, but he's going to get this done. He's going to stick it out. He's going to make a lot of money, and I know that. So any other questions, type them in the question box area, and we're going to let you guys get to your holiday.
Exactly. Looks good.
Salinas?
I'm here. Can you hear me? So that's about.
Yeah. So we're going to get the $1 link up there for a couple hours.
All right, no problem. It'll be there. You just go, like I said, go to jvwithfrank.com, and I'll put it back here in the chat. And guess what? If you want someone to go along the journey with you, hey, get them to sign up. It's $1, okay? Just tell them, hey, don't waste any time. Just go here, sign up. Let's take this mastermind together so we can learn together. And guess what? If you have a friend sign up with you, you guys can mastermind offline when you're, say your neighbor, your friend, your brother, your sister, whoever, your best friend, y'all can mastermind together with what you learn when there isn't a call going on or when you hang out on the weekends together. Get a friend to go take this with you and get that, take advantage of the $1 trial right now. And it's just one of those things where it's just more skills that you're going to learn and then you can apply it. You can apply it at your own pace and you can get started with either, you know, doing just T-shirts on T-Gear or Teespring, or Shopify, or do both. It's really up to you, okay? And it's just a matter of taking action. And for $1, who can't take action? So any other questions, just let us know. And if not...
Yeah, not when the first webinar will be. She said when the first webinar will be. The first webinar January the 5th. But look, it's Christmas in 2 days. We're going to celebrate Christmas, and then you're going to have access to the Facebook group, and in the members area, we'll start putting some stuff, including the design.
Yes.
But the first webinar will be January 5th, which is right around the corner. But you're still going to get access to all those designs this month, even for the dollar. So that's like, what, 2 pennies a design. That's worth it right there. I mean, give us a little bit of a, this is way pre-launch, guys. You're in pre-launch now for the buck, and just, know that Frank and I aren't out to get $1. We're here to run your business.
Exactly.
And that's how we're going to do it.
Exactly. So, yeah, we'll have stuff loaded up in the members area. If you were redirected and you didn't have a sign-up link or something, I'll reach out to you via your PayPal email address here shortly, and so you can make your account, and then we'll go from there. So just know, in the next coming days, we'll start putting some stuff in the members area. We just wanted to do this early ahead of time before Christmas and the New Year, just to give everybody a great deal. And I thank you again for being here, and we just thank you for taking action. I mean, I know a lot of people say, "Well, what's $1? Anyone can do that." Yeah, but there's always that inner voice that's like, "Nah, I don't need this right now," or "I don't know if I can do this." And for those of you who took action, I congratulate you, because you're that 3% that stands out and that takes action and makes a difference, because for the most part, most people don't, and it's just that fear of the unknown. And so I congratulate you on taking action. And we're going to be in touch. And like I said, if you didn't get sent to the sign-up page, I'll email you at your PayPal email, and we'll get you squared away so that after the new year, we can get rocking and rolling with the first webinar. But before then, we'll definitely have the designs in there and the link to the Facebook group. And we'll have a replay of this as well, so in case you want to send the replay to one of your friends or family, and so they can get started as well. And remember, once you're in here, you're going to be an affiliate as well, so you can refer people and get half of that $99 a month. So you refer to, and your mastermind access is free. So that's really huge. Anything else, John?
All right, thank you all. That's it. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Appreciate it.